Hey, happy Tuesday. Whee! Happy Tuesday. What a day. I just had my annual physical. Not here. This is Goodwill. I don't believe you'd want them doing your annual physical in there. I don't know what kind of implements they would pull out. No, but I was in the area, so I decided after I finished with my appointment, I would come over here to Goodwill and look around. I didn't buy anything. I looked around, but it was like in my money management or my finances and debt video the other day. You know, I can go into a store now and see all kinds of stuff. I saw probably 10 different things that I would have loved to have bought, but I had that conversation with myself like, Mary, do you need it? Seriously? Do you need that? It is cool. I agree. It is nice. Do you need it? No, I don't. I can agree with you that it is cool, but we're gonna leave it here. So I didn't buy a thing. I bought absolutely nothing. I like to go in and look though, even if I don't buy anything. So now I'm gonna run down to Walmart. I was reminded of my age, you know, like you're gonna be 50 this year. Like, yeah, I know. My doctor's the same age as me, so we can we can commiserate or whatever you want to call it. She said, yeah, I know, I'm in the same boat as you. There are several things you need to start doing, you know, thinking about. You got to get a colonoscopy. You got to do this. We need to do this blood work. We need to check that. Oh my God. So I told her I'm starting a new job Monday. I said, let's wait until I have better insurance than I do now. Like my insurance now, I'm self-insured, which is a lot more expensive, and the coverage is nowhere near as good as you're going to get with an employer. If you don't live in the USA, it's health insurance and stuff it's just very different here. And I'm not trying to get into a whole debate about America sucks and all that, because I don't feel like it does. I'm not trying to debate that shit with you. I'm just telling you my situation. Okay. So I said, with the insurance I have now, I really don't want to try to do these. Like the insurance I have now, up until about a year ago, said you have to be 50 before we'll pay for a mammogram. We won't pay for them. And those things are like $800. I don't know why, but they are. So they won't pay for it. Now they're saying you have to be 55. And my doctor said, that is based on nothing. I said, I know. That is the most ridiculous. Like they just hit a dartboard and picked an age. 55 is nothing. That has nothing to do with the mammogram. I said, I know, but that's what they're saying now. She just shook her head. She said, yeah, we'll just wait until get settled into your new job, and we'll talk about it then. You know, we'll discuss getting you referred for a colonoscopy and all that, because I think now they recommend actually at the age of 45 for men and women, you want to get a colonoscopy. So I've had one before. I had to have one when I was in my early 30s because I had colitis, which is unusual for somebody about 30. And they wanted to my gastroenterologist just wanted to check and make sure there was nothing else wrong. So I had to go in for a colonoscopy. It's not that bad. I mean, the prep is the worst part because you have to drink this gross stuff. Although my doctor was telling me there are different doctors that use different preps. And some of them are a lot easier than others. And it's less disgusting as far as the taste of what you have to drink. She said that she and her husband went to 2 different doctors for their colonoscopies, and she had to drink, I forgot what she said it was. I had Go Lightly for mine. You have to drink a gallon of this stuff called Go Lightly. It's really gross. Take the whole day off. Don't plan to go anywhere. You're gonna be at home all day. Don't try to go anywhere. Trust me. Don't. Well, when you go in for one, they'll explain it to you. All the stuff you have to. Don't try to go anywhere. Don't get ambitious. Just forget it. You're going to be at home all day. And but she said that her husband's doctor had him mix Miralax with Gatorade and drink that and take a couple Dulcolax, and that was it. And he said it was a lot. You know, it was nothing. It wasn't bad at all. So I said, I need to know your husband's doctor's name. She said, yeah, I'll get you all that. I'm going back to that. I'm going to his doctor next time. So anyway, so yeah, I'm going to wait till I've been in my job for a little bit before I start looking into that. But yeah, as you get older, listen, y'all, I'm telling you, you roll your eyes like, oh my God, you sound like my mom, you sound like my grandma. as you get older, it is important to do these screening procedures. Don't put it off. And I know for mammograms, I don't know about colonoscopies, but I know for mammograms, a lot of facilities have programs where, you know, I think it's income based. You can get a reduced cost for the mammogram, or you can get financial assistance to help pay for it. Don't put it off. You know, if cost is a factor, ask them if they have any of those programs, because a lot of them do. Like there's one here, I think, that does them for like $99 if you qualify. So it would save you a lot of money. But definitely don't put that stuff off. I mean, you know, you may feel like you don't need it, but as my doctor put it, I would much rather see you go in for a screening than go in for, you know, an advanced stage of cancer treatment. You know what I mean? Because we didn't catch it in time, because there was no screening done, and now you're really bad off. I would rather it be caught early than wait until it gets really bad. So, yeah, she wants me to get some blood work done and all this and that. And we talked for quite a while. She's really great. She's one of these doctors that will just sit down and talk to you. We talked for like 20 minutes about all kinds of stuff. She said, you're going to be 50 this year. I'm in the same boat as you. She's also, I think she just turned 50. I'm in the same boat. I know. There's a whole lot going on. You know, a lot of screenings, a lot of things that you want to think about doing if you haven't done them yet. And she understands the whole thing about my insurance. Like, I understand that I need to do these things, but I haven't. But I'm going to. Let me get into my new job with my new insurance, and, you know, and I will do it. So, yes, I know. Isn't it a shame that it's that way this year in this country? I know. Let's not get into all that. That's been talked about. We know. If people who live here, we know. I'm not trying to get into a whole thing about that. Yeah, but so that's where I just came from. Anyway, I'm fine. No problems that were readily apparent. So my video for my other channel today, I had a thought actually while I was waiting for my appointment. I thought, you know what I want to do? I want to go, at first I was thinking, I want to go to Lowe's and make a video of all the pretty flowers and plants that they have. And I thought, well, you know, there's a Walmart right up here. We could go to that Walmart and make videos of their stuff, and then go to Lowe's and make a video of their stuff. And then at the end, you can show them your little tomatoes. I have some baby tomatoes. I have 3 baby tomatoes now. I have 1 baby cherry tomato and 2 Cherokee purple tomatoes. They're small, I mean, but they're there. So my other 2 plants don't have any yet, but that's okay. And my strawberries are making their little flowers, and oh, I'm gonna have all kinds of stuff. So I thought I would show that at the end. And I'd probably have to do a voiceover, because usually the garden center, and I know at Lowe's it's the same way, they blast music on loudspeakers out there. So again, copyright issues. So yeah, I'll probably have to do a voiceover for it. But I thought I would do that. I'm not going to be able to make it to my class tonight because my son is doing something at his school, and I have to go take him and go back and pick him up, and I'm not going to be able to make my class because, yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm not going to make it to my class. And I just got a notification that they did an insect treatment on my lawn while I was gone. And I'm going to have to call them, like, because I had planned on going home and then in a little bit mowing the backyard, but I don't know if I can now, because sometimes when they spray stuff, they tell you don't mow it for 48 hours. Well, in 48 hours, it's going to be raining, so that's not going to work. Shit, I had it all planned out, but no, now they've sprayed insect stuff on my grass. So, and I don't know if I can mow or not. I'm going to have to call them and ask if I can. I might be able to, but I'm going to mow. And so other than that, what else am I doing? So I've already done one video. It's done editing by now, of my 1981 Sears catalog. We looked at bras. Most of the video is bras. I don't know why. I just landed on that and decided to talk about bras. So, and then I will do the plants and flowers and stuff at Walmart and Lowe's, and that will be a separate video, and that one's going to have a voiceover, so I'll have to record that later, which if I'm not going to my class, I should have plenty of time to do. But other than that, it's just sort of been a day. I have another appointment for my thyroid on Friday. I got an appointment with my other doctor to check my thyroid. I'm trying to get all this stuff done before I start my job. Like, I want to get all these appointments out of the way. So I was able to get an appointment with her on Friday. So I'm going there on Friday. Other than that, I'm just trying to get as much stuff caught up and taken care of and done and squared away before I start my job. So I won't have to say, well, I got to go to this appointment. I got to go do that. I'm trying to get it all done now. So, you know. I like this color. It's really, really pretty. It's Insta-Dri Pride. It is, what was it called? Royal Harmony. But that's like 3 coats. It took me 3 coats to really get it where I wanted. But one thing I like about it, it's super duper shiny. Now, there is a top coat over that, but it was this shiny before I even put a top coat on it. It is crazy shiny. I really like it, but you need a top coat because it chips. But they all do that. So I have on a coat because it was cold earlier, and I'm getting a little toasty sitting in this car now. But I don't have anything else to say. It's been a good day so far. I'm just trying to get stuff done. Has anything happened? No, not really. It's just been kind of quiet. My older son has told me that he's talked to some of his friends, and they want to get an apartment together, like be roommates after they graduate. We had to have a little discussion about that last night. I said, well, I understand that. He said, don't take this personally, but I want to move out as soon as possible. He's just ready to be on his own. He said, it's not you. I just want to, be on my own. I said, I understand, because I was the same way at your age. But there's a lot that you have to think about when it comes to having your own place. That I know, Mom, I know. Like, I don't think you do. I don't think you realize what all is involved in being on your own. Yeah, so I don't think it's something that's going to happen right away. He does have a job lined up after graduation. He's going to be working full time. He's got that all worked out. So I said, you're going to need to work for a while and save up some money. If y'all get an apartment, somebody's going to have to co-sign on it because you don't have any credit history. You're only 18. Somebody else is going to have to come along and sign some papers. And if that's going to be me, I'm not going to do it until I feel like you can do this. And, which I know he can, but it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. I think it's going to be more of an adjustment than he thinks, but I'm going to, it's not something he's going to do right away. His brother got really excited. He's moving out. Not now, because I thought he wanted his brother's room, because my older son has the larger room. He said, I don't want his room. I want to stay in my room. I like my room. So I guess I'm getting my older son's room to use as my YouTube room. It's yellow in there, though. It was like that when we bought the house. The walls are yellow. I'm going to repaint it. I don't like it. I mean, it's okay, but I'm going to repaint it. After he moves out, I'm going to clean the room out and repaint in there. I just want it to be just, beige or whatever, something similar to what, just the rest of all the house and stuff. And I'll repaint it myself. I can do it. But, yeah, I don't think you realize this, because I said go online and look around at some of the apartments in the city and see what they're charging for rent. Because he was saying, oh, we could get a 3-bedroom apartment. It won't be that bad. I'm like, do you know how much a 3-bedroom apartment is in Greensboro? Do you know? No. Why? How much is it? I said, just go online and look. Just look at some. He came back out like, oh, dear God. I said, yeah. $1,800 and up for most of them. He said, that's crazy. No, 3-bedroom. Yeah, 3-bedroom is $1,800 for a cheap one. He said, oh my God. I said, yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit more than he thought. So, yeah. I said, there's a lot you have to plan for. You got to have first and last month's rent. You got to have your security deposit. You're going to have to pay to get all the utilities hooked up and turned on. You'll have to do a deposit on those. Yeah, there's a lot you're going to have to pay for up front. Now, it's not stuff you're going to have to keep paying up front. You don't have to keep paying deposits, but you got to have all that money up front. So I would be saving your pennies if I were you, because if you really want to move out, you're going to have some money to do that. I'm not paying for it. I'm not. This is all on him. So, but he's going to work full time after he graduates, and so I think he could save it up relatively quickly if he tries. So, because he still has to keep making payments to me for his car. He makes a car payment every month. He's got to keep doing that. You're going to need a budget. You're going to need to look at how much you have to pay, how much you make. You need a budget to figure out what you can do and how much apartment you can afford to start with. And don't go to the maximum, because if you have financial hardship, I don't know how you going to pay your rent. How you going to pay your bills? So anyway, it's a whole thing. It's kind of weird to think of him not living there, like living on his own. It's kind of scary to think about your kid living on their own. I mean, he's 6'3" and 18 years old, but he's still a kid. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's never lived on his own. So, but I think it's important. I think it's something everybody needs to go through. You just have to learn on your own how to do stuff. But anyway, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. He's got to, start working full time, save up some money, all that good stuff. I told him it would also be a good idea to get a credit card. We have a credit union, go to the credit union. Because I already talked to them about it. They said, yeah, just have him make an appointment and come by, and he can apply for a credit card, start building up a credit history, use it, pay it off every month, and build that credit history. Yeah, so he hasn't done it yet, but I said, if I were you, I would do that sooner rather than later, to start building your credit history. But yeah, so it's just weird to think of him living on his own. But I mean, it's going to happen eventually. They grow up, and that's what they do. If he were going off to college, he would be gone then too. So yeah, he said eventually he may go to school. He's thinking about going to school for welding, like go to the community college for welding. But for now, he said he just wants to work for now. He's kind of tired of school. He wants to just work for a while. So I said, that's fine. That's cool. Anyway, that's about it. That's about the most exciting thing. I look forward to having that room. I look forward to repainting it. The yellow is nice, but I'm not going to leave it that way. I'm going to paint it a sad beige like everything else. Just a neutral color. Well, my phone got overheated, and it just stopped the video. So I don't know how far it got, but I think I was just getting ready to say bye. I've already gone in. I wanted to let my phone cool off, so I went in, did a little shopping, and then I did my video in the garden center. So I'm all done, and I'm ready to go home, which is great because I'm starving. And it has warmed up significantly. I still have my coat on because I'm still chilly for some reason. But I got an email about my orientation for my new job on Monday morning with all the details and paperwork. So I got to go home and fill out some paperwork and read over the email and get ready for that. But thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope your day has been awesome, and I will see you again soon.